This video is about a form of confidence most people never develop. The kind that doesn't announce itself, doesn't seek approval, and cannot be shaken. If you've ever felt confident one moment and doubtful the next, strong only when circumstances support you, then you already know how fragile confidence can be. In this video, you'll learn how dangerous confidence is built from emotional control, psychological independence, and understanding people so deeply that fear loses its grip. Stay until the end, because the final insight explains why the most confident individuals no longer need to prove anything at all. When you walk into a room, who truly commands respect? The loudest person, or the one who doesn't need to perform? Society rewards noise and display, but real power is quiet and controlled. The calmest person often holds the most leverage, not because they say less, but because they are in control of themselves. Dangerous confidence is restraint, not arrogance. It's invisible, grounded in self-knowledge rather than approval. Real confidence never needs to announce itself. Most people live for approval, constantly shaping themselves to fit in. A quiet kind of prison. The truly confident break free by accepting solitude and becoming unaffected by public opinion. When approval and reputation lose their grip, what's left is psychological armor. Few choose this path because it's uncomfortable and demands discipline, but it's the only path to real power. Will you stay with the many, or move quietly among the few who never ask for permission? Insecurity is loud. It boasts, performs, and constantly seeks validation. The noisiest person in the room is often the emptiest, using sound as a shield for inner weakness. That performance is draining and fragile. When attention disappears, their confidence collapses with it. The hunger for recognition signals fear, not strength. Those who are secure in their value don't need to promote it. Once you understand this, the noise becomes transparent. Desperation disguised as power. Find your own quiet center. Real confidence doesn't speak. It doesn't need to. Compare insecurity's noise with the stillness of real power. A predator doesn't announce itself. It waits, watches, and moves with precision. True confidence is patient, contained, and strategic. While others perform, the silent observer collects information. Their calm creates mystery and naturally draws attention. Stillness is a weapon. People fear what they cannot read. Power grows through observation and restraint, not through demands. In a noisy world, silence becomes the clearest signal of control. Words are easy to spend, but silence carries power. The more you speak, the more leverage you give away. Those who remain quiet often hold the most authority. Silence creates space, and people instinctively fill it by revealing themselves. In negotiation or conflict, the one who can sit with silence gains the advantage. When you speak less, your words carry more weight. Others begin to value your input and see you as a source of authority. Power is something people feel, not something you declare. Master silence, and you control the game. Emotions are the strings people pull to control you. Without discipline, you become predictable, easy to provoke and easy to move. Real power comes from cutting those strings and observing emotions without reacting to them. That pause between stimulus and response is where control lives. It becomes your internal fortress, where provocations lose their effect. The world stays chaotic, but you remain steady and unshaken. This calm center is the base of dangerous confidence. Before you can control the world around you, you must first master yourself. Every uncontrolled reaction is a confession. It exposes where you're weak. Anger, flattery, panic. Each one signals something others can exploit. In any conflict, information is power, and emotional reactions hand that information away for free. The Machiavellian mind keeps its hand hidden, never revealing its inner state. Develop a neutral expression and a calm presence. This isn't deception, it's discipline. When people can't read you, they begin to hesitate. Uncertainty makes them cautious. You remove their map and force them to move without direction. Control your reactions, and you control the game. Calmness isn't weakness. In a world built on overreaction, it becomes a weapon. When you stay composed while others lose control, you show real power. In moments of chaos, people naturally look to the calmest person. Emotional control earns respect and authority. Those who react are seen as unstable. Those who remain steady appear strong and unreadable. Train calm until it becomes automatic. Become the quiet center that everything else begins to revolve around. Mastering your emotions isn't mysterious, it's a skill you can train. Step back and observe what you feel instead of becoming consumed by it. Use the strategic pause. Breathe, think, then decide how to respond. Pay attention to your triggers. Most of them are old patterns repeating themselves. See discipline not as restriction, but as freedom. Each time you resist an impulse, you build inner strength, a kind of psychological armor, and the foundation of real confidence. If this is changing how you see yourself and others, a quiet like helps keep this channel focused. This channel is about discipline, not motivation. Subscribe if that resonates with you. Detachment is the next level of emotional control. Indifference is simply what that inner detachment looks like on the outside. It signals that you are beyond petty concerns and emotional games. When someone tries to provoke you, indifference shows their effort has no effect. That quiet response creates psychological dominance and leaves them feeling powerless. When you master indifference, emotional manipulation loses its power over you. To be unreadable is to be unpredictable, and unpredictability is power. Most people are easy to read, but the one who stays ambiguous becomes a puzzle no one can solve. This unreadability is deliberate. You keep your cards close and allow others to guess. Their uncertainty works in your favor. As they try to figure you out, they expose themselves, while you give nothing away. Manipulation survives on emotional attachment. Indifference cuts it off at the source. When you remain unaffected, you signal that you don't need validation and don't fear pressure. Tactics like guilt, flattery, or playing the victim collapse when they meet calm neutrality. Once your sense of worth comes from within, praise and criticism lose their grip. Indifference becomes your fortress, closed, steady, and impossible to breach. Just as silence gives weight to your words, distance gives value to your presence. When you are always available, people stop noticing you. Deliberate withdrawal creates scarcity, and scarcity creates value. By limiting access, respect and interest naturally increase. Your absence lingers in people's minds far more than constant visibility ever could. This is perception management. Master it, and your value rises without effort. What situation makes you feel the least confident? And why? Share it in the comments. Silence isn't simply the lack of speech. It's a weapon. In the hands of someone disciplined, silence becomes power. It draws out anxiety, exposes hidden motives, and pushes others to reveal themselves. The silent man remains calm and unreadable, while others hurry to fill the space. When he finally speaks, every word carries weight. This is the true strategic force of silence. Patience is deeply connected to silence. It is the discipline of restraint, the ability to wait until the right moment appears. Most people are ruled by impulse. They want immediate answers, quick results, instant validation. That impatience makes them easy to predict. They rush forward, reveal their hand, and lose their advantage. The Machiavellian thinks differently. He understands timing. He knows power belongs to those who can wait. Every situation unfolds in stages. The patient man allows others to move first. He watches, learns, and calculates. Patience is not passivity, and it is not weakness. It is the active collection of information and leverage. While others burn themselves out chasing quick wins, you quietly gather small advantages. Information, connections, positioning. You wait for the moment when stepping in will matter most. That is the difference between reacting and acting. The patient man moves with intent. His actions are decisive, often unexpected, and never rushed. The world constantly tests your patience. Opportunities appear to pass you by, rivals seem to move faster, and the fear of missing out presses on you. But those who understand the game recognize a deeper truth. Most opportunities are distractions, and many are traps. The first to speak or move is often the first to lose. By waiting, you allow others to expose not just their strengths, but their weaknesses. You let haste push them into mistakes. They burn energy, rush decisions, and reveal too much. When you finally act, your move lands with precision and impact. Patience is rare in a culture addicted to speed. It signals quiet confidence, the understanding that nothing of real value can be forced. The man who can wait always holds an edge. Train patience in small moments, and it will serve you in larger ones. With patience, you stop reacting to circumstances and begin shaping outcomes. To develop truly dangerous confidence, you have to learn to see people as they are, not as they present themselves. Most people wear masks, practiced smiles, borrowed confidence, carefully rehearsed roles. They perform for the world to conceal what sits underneath: fear, insecurity, uncertainty. If you focus on appearances, you will be deceived. But when you train yourself to observe calmly, without judgment or rush, those masks begin to slip, and you start to see what's really there. Every gesture, every pause, every extra word offers information. Observation has become a forgotten skill. It requires stepping back, setting your ego aside, and paying close attention. Watch how people respond when they're challenged. Notice which subjects make them uneasy, which compliments inflate them, which criticisms trigger defensiveness. Listen not only to what they say, but how they say it, the tone, the timing, the contradictions. When you remain silent and patient, you begin to notice what others miss: subtle expressions, nervous habits, small tells that reveal what people truly feel. The more you observe, the more predictable people become. Patterns start to appear. The ambitious flatter, the insecure boast, the manipulative hide their intentions, you stop being surprised because you've already seen the source of their behavior. This awareness removes much of the fear people create. When you recognize insecurity, intimidation loses its effect. When confidence is driven by desperation, you see how fragile it really is. Observation isn't only for leverage, it's protection. It shields you from manipulation, misdirection, and surprise. It allows you to choose allies carefully and steer clear of those likely to betray you. More than anything, it gives you a calm, unshakable confidence, the kind that comes from understanding how the game truly works. You are no longer guessing in the dark. You are the one who sees. At the core of human behavior sits fear. Fear of rejection, fear of loss, fear of being insignificant. These fears drive almost everything people do, from loud bravado to quiet sabotage. Once you understand this, people stop feeling intimidating. Their threats become obvious. Their manipulation becomes easy to spot. Dangerous confidence grows when you recognize fear in others and refuse to let it control you. Most people are easy to read because their fears sit close to the surface. The one who tries hardest to impress is usually afraid of being ignored. The person who gossips often fears being left out. The boss who controls every detail usually fears losing authority. When you start seeing these patterns, you realize most people aren't trying to win. They're trying not to lose. They act from avoidance, not ambition. That makes their behavior predictable and easy to manage. Your own fears begin to loosen once you name them. By observing fear in others, you bring your own into the open. You start to see that much of what limits you is an illusion, a chain that holds only because you've never tested how weak it really is. When you release the fear of rejection, loss, or ridicule, something shifts. You become free. You understand that nothing essential can be taken from you, not by crowds, not by rivals, not even by circumstance. From this clarity comes the deepest form of confidence. It isn't arrogance, it isn't bravado. It's the calm certainty that comes from understanding people and no longer fearing them. When you see the invisible strings guiding their behavior, you stop being controlled by them. You are no longer the puppet. You become the quiet hand that shapes the game. The final stage of dangerous confidence is understanding that nothing truly valuable can be taken from you. Most people live afraid of loss, trapped by possessions and by the opinions of others. Those with real power separate their sense of self from external things. When loss no longer frightens you, your actions become bold and steady. You move freely, shape outcomes, and become impossible to control. Dangerous confidence grows from radical self-sufficiency. It isn't just about competence or independence. It's the certainty that you are enough. You no longer rely on others for validation or direction. Your strength comes from within. This self-reliance becomes armor against manipulation and changing opinions. When you become your own anchor, you gain freedom, master of your own ship, able to cross any sea alone if needed. The final chain to break is your attachment to outcomes. Most people chase success and live in fear of failure, but real power comes from indifference to both. You still act with discipline and precision, but your confidence is no longer tied to winning or losing. When success no longer intoxicates you and failure no longer threatens you, you become unstoppable. This is the core of power. the quiet, dangerous confidence of someone from whom nothing can be taken. Dangerous confidence is silent. It's built in solitude, not to impress, but to form an inner fortress. It's discipline, detachment, and steady calm in a world addicted to noise. You no longer chase approval or fear loss. Real confidence is quiet, stable, and untouchable. If this video brought you clarity, like it. Share your thoughts in the comments. Pass it to someone who understands restraint. Subscribe for more strategic psychology. And watch the next video. It continues exactly where this leaves off.